Knowing that now is a list of suspects. Let's see if I'm right then. Boom! 'Tis yourself, Kirimi. There's one more thing I still have to confirm, but Kirimi is the prime suspect. Me? What? Kirimi? Oh, so Kirimi is the culprit.
That is not a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirimi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Okay. So I was on the right track with her, right from the beginning. But I'm curious to know how it all works out. Okay, of course I'm not the criminal. The crime was committed at night time. And you have no alibi, do you? An alibi for night time? I believe most of us do not have one. I have evidence that proves that you're the culprit. Do you think we would fall for such nonsense? The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work, but someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off. That could have been done by anyone. Kirimi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube. Well, could have, except perhaps Gonta. To force Kirimi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. Kirimi was the only person who could have done it, no one else had the time. I'm going to assume it's the alibis for yesterday, because they did say that to keep an eye on that. Alibi for nighttime. Is it this one here? Boom! Nope. Okay, not that one. Shoots I have no ability, but there's no alibi either. Okay. What is it then? That one. There we go. Cool. Right. No, the only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirimi. Well, the preparation's in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken. Like tying it up to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank. That's right, Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirimi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
Well, Kirimi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank. See, what's your argument?
Well, I understand where you are coming from. I assure you, this is just a part of your petty imagination, an empty theory created from nihilism.
Is it though? Are you sure? Marked window frame, piece of black fabric, alibis from yesterday. I'm not paying attention to what's going on here. Advance. What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is that just a guess? I'm referring to the rope. Now with that rope, how is it possible for me to reach the gym window, but there is no evidence to indicate that that happened? In other words, it's just a guess. Marked window frame, right? Surely it's the marked window frame. Right? Because the marked window frame is the evidence. Boom, yeah. Okay, cool. This has actually been somewhat of a straightforward case. I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
There's scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame.
just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope was tied down. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks. Reading, Wereball, reading. Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
What's wrong, Kirby? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Is Kirby quiet because that's what happened? Please answer us, Kirby. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this all for R6? Is this got something to do with her motive video? Am I wrong? Is Kirby innocent? No, I'm wrong again. Hey Kirby, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about? Kaito? I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here. Someone who isn't here? Good question, Kaito.
Someone outside of the academy?
Do you think Kirby saw her on motive video?
Huh, the motive video!
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true? I'm so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made you all assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary? Are you saying I'm wrong? This is everyone you're talking about.
It is all of you, of course. Really? Do you swear to Erwa? Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Is she invoking Kaede's name because she knows fine well that it'll affect Shuichi? Kill me. Are we totally sure Kirby's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Just can't believe Kirby would kill Ryoma.
Kirby's breakfast are the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe, even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with such insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirby just based on our alibis. Guys, maybe suspecting Kirby is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now. They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am.
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realised it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirimi who moved the body with the makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place. And what clue would that be?
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirimi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me as to why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone.
Shuichi! Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now, not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone.
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. The torn fabric is the only thing I can think of that hasn't been brought up yet. So, black piece of fabric. There we go. The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. See if she turns around and that tear I pointed out earlier was correct. Then I call bullshit because, as I said, in the previous elevator descent, the rip was that was still there. Anyway, it's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of. Oh, why not? Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. Ah, she's to slow down. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirimi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof you are the culprit. Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. So what's this? Armament. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold. Wait, what am I doing? Hold. I've completely forgotten what was... Right. I don't understand what the hold thing is. I don't understand what the hold. Is the hold just putting me off? The hold just put me off. I'm just going to skip ahead to this. Or fast forward anyway, because this is just to take forever. Ah, I see now. Right, okay, I get it now. Right, I want to fast forward it anyway because, yeah. Okay, final blow. What? Kirumi's gloves. Wait, that was a glove? Oh, I thought it was... Again, why? Why the stripping of... Because anime. The black piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded. Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction end. And it fell into pool.
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirimi, right? The gloves in your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm.
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove. Well, Kirimi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found at the pool with your gloves? Huh? What's the matter? Why are you swearing so much? Kirimi, what's wrong? In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kairi was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it. I kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it. I will show you the truth. Is it time for the closing argument? Cool. Right, let's get through this then. If I remember how to do this now. What stock have we got? Friction on the gloves, which would be that one. Wait, how do I... That one. Yeah, okay, that's how I do it. What else have we got? Carried the rope. Piranhas swimming in the tank. Jim's window frame and rope. Handcuff victim. Rubber inner tube. I think that would be this one. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway, which I... What's this? Piranha tank lid. Piranha swimming in the tank. Carried the rope. Don't have that one yet. What's this one? Before the murder, what was put in the victim's handcuffs? What's this one here? Where in the gym was the rope tied? That was that one. The thin long item the culprit took from the gym. The rope. What was used to partition the piranha tank? That was the piranha lid. This was, I'm guessing, the evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat was the handcuffs. Oh, what was used to transport the body? I'm guessing inner tube. And then to finish it all off, boom, just like that. And now we've got the victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. Just dance to the music here while this is all going on. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape had failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. Excuse me. How rude. How very rude. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. Don't you hate it when somebody obfuscates things? In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 PM. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Could do speeding this up a little bit. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And then used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window towards the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At night time, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. Bam! First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind, but there was no evidence of any kind of weapon used to knock him out. And there was no damage or no bloodstains on his head when you saw him drop into the water. Then they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. Surely it would be better to have handcuffed somebody's arms behind their back if you're going to drown them. No? The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. God, they're really dragging this out. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut and tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube and the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid towards the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. I mean, personally, I would have just hand over hand instead of just holding on and sliding, but that's me. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube, but that's when they made their second mistake. On the end of the rope, one end of the rope came loose and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at night time. That's the whole story. Am I wrong? Kirimi Tojo, the ultimate maid. So I was correct. I was just wrong in the way I had thought about it. I thought that it was part of her dress, all that kind of stuff. But got to the end of it anyway. Kirimi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this, does that mean you admit it?
Kirimi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided. The case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone who nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodam, you're like a mommy taking care of a sick child.
Alright, let's go. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time.
Alright, where is she? Beep-a-doop-a-doo, she is there. Boom. Again, what would happen if I voted for the wrong person? Announcement.
Now then, it seems the voting is finished. Let's see the result.
Also, who does the blackened... I'm curious to see... I can't even mind whether the last one... Would the blackened vote for someone random or... Oh yeah, they voted for me! Bit cheeky, isn't it?
Who'll be the chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Right, our verdict, our survey says it's Kirimi. Curious to know what her video said that made her want to kill Ryoma. Or is it the other way around where Ryoma realised there is nothing worth living for and so he asked to die, but then it doesn't explain why she would kill him. All A's across the board, bar... It's a debate. Which is fine. Wait, hang on, is there more? Ah, okay, there's, yeah, all A's to begin with and all B's afterwards. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Not like I'm playing this for a high score or anything.
Oh my! You all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kirimi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
Yay! Bravo! Bravo!
Sure, thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again.
There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kirimi? Surely this result was unexpected.
How can you be so calm about it?
But Kantan, no one can believe it. Kirami was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirami is also culprit.
Hey, how long have you been lying to us? Is that why you took such great care of us? So you could deceive everyone?
You mean she's not my mom?
She was never your fucking mum. Hey, Kirimi, tell me, why?
You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone?
Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures.
That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forest we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans.
But is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Enough with the commentary already. Well, Kirimi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
No, it can't be. Say then, sir. That was another lie too.
I don't think so. I still believe Kirimi cares about us. And how will you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her.
You can't say for certain, That is what a detective would say.
Kirimi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you?
You mean like from the motive video? So Kirimi washed hers after all?
Earlier, Kirimi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video.
You have nothing to say for yourself.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done.
Regret? Spit it out already, otherwise we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirimi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Very well then, if you are all so desperate to know, I will consider this a final request and tell you everything.
No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth, please and thank you.
Yes, I understand. Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video.
As I thought, you did indeed watch your video.
Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your murder video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes? It wouldn't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone.
Oh, if you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video?
Perhaps Kirimi received her own motive video. Oh, you mean she had her own motive video from the start?
Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
That's not possible! Monokuma, what the hell's going on?
You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly?
Don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you cubs screw up again?
Not supposed to?
It's all Monophady's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. What? I didn't know. Monotaro should have checked the names too.
Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos.
It was my fault.
What?
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No, Monodam, it's not your fault.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too.
It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Daddy.
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting.
Father!
Thank goodness.
What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap? You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see. The Monokumas merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video is nothing more than bad luck.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you?
What was in your video? Well, you promised to tell us everything.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
Yeah, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. How thorough of you. Yet I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes.
After Kirimi had spoken, the Monokumas began playing the video. Ooh, what's it gonna be?
Alright, back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirimi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance.
He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirimi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her. No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. But over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirimi could save this country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirimi is up to the task, for only she can she only accepts requests that she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. And while we're on the subject of these important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret! Find out for yourself!
Okay. She's the Prime Minister. Alright. It can't be. What the hell? The Prime Minister?
Everything you saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
Remembered?
Please, hold on. That video is true?
That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirimi's really the Prime Minister.
No, it's the truth. I am Kirimi Tojo, the ultimate people, and the most important people to me, the ultimate maid. The most important people to me are the citizens of this country. I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
Okay. You're literally confusing the shit out of me, because this makes no sense, and I gotta take a dump.
I see. So Kirimi was the real Prime Minister running the country behind the scenes.
How crazy can you believe that a high schooler could be Prime Minister?
I think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent is to pretend to be human, even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude. I am not pretending, I am still learning.
I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
I was aware of Kirimi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister...
Then Kirimi really is Prime Minister? She holds burden of country's future?
The motor video aside, Kirimi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that. Hi, I'll get that Kirimi's really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis? I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember?
I'd imagine it's something to do with the ultimate despair, with our memories lost. Wait, isn't this just like the ultimate hunt?
Perhaps it is connected to the ultimate hunt.
The ultimate hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. Also, clearly something happened because they wanted to become normal people. So something happened when she was in charge of the country that made her want to not do it, clearly. So I'm not taking that as an excuse. Bring on the execution. If that's true, how are they connected? What is this ultimate hunt anyway?
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here, inside the end wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life were safe. Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
But then that's a catch-22 situation because you're killing people of... yeah, whatever.
That is why I needed to escape.
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation.
But if those are the options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there.
Yeah, but we've already been told whether or not he's lying or not that we're the only people left alive in the world. Or in this world. This computer-generated world.
And we just stopped Kirimi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live. What should we do? Did we make a terrible mistake?
Yeah, save your crocodile tears.
If everyone outside dies because Kirimi is dead, doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What do we do?
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million easily. No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
Yes, this world. Nothing is beyond your power. What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country.
Well, about that. What's so funny?
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animal that tells lies?
Hey, cut it out. This is serious.
How long are you going to keep talking about Kirimi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him. That's right, we know you're murdered to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically?
Because he was easy to kill.
Easy to kill.
Rama not weak. When he uses Tsukichi method, even Gantla no could catch.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Yeah, called that one. So he went to her. Or there was something made where he was just like, yeah, I don't give a damn, just kill me, whatever.
Without that, he became the weakest among us.
What?
I took advantage of his weakness and killed him.
What do you mean?
I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him, I am responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded,
So, you've got a reason to survive. That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. If you've got something to live for, it means your life has value. Huh.
After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around. And then he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have already noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right there and then.
So I was kind of right in that regard.
That is what I decided. I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people.
Then Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
Wait a minute, it's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
What?
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What's your point? Wait a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say that he only checked the name and didn't watch the video?
Huh? Did I say that?
What are you getting at?
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
Again, what is your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video?
I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki?
How do you know that? Swap motive videos. Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah, I remember. Because once you watch him, you've got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Any idea who will be in the video? My voice is starting to crap out on me.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live. If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys. In other words, that video might just give me a motive to live. So please.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Which means you shouldn't have shown him this motive video in the first place.
What do you mean? What did this video show?
Nothing. His motive was empty.
Empty?
Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
I want to find out who's everybody else's motives while we're at it. Is that ever going to happen? Probably not.
Alright, back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, this message is for Yamahoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry, really I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry.
No one. No one was important to him?
That's what he was shown? If he saw something like that, he had no one, he had none to care for, and none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirimi claim his life.
So that's why. He must have watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me. He just gave up then.
To hell with that, the damn moron!
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live. That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirimi? For too many reasons. You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people. Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children and elderly. I wanted to live.
Kirimi,
Monokuma, Ganta have question.
No, what is it?
Can Ganta be blackened instead of Kirami?
what?
Ganta, not smart boy, but even Ganta understands what everyone's saying. Kirami should live, not Ganta. World needs her.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirimi's life is way more valuable than mine.
Kirami's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Logically, Kirami's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
They're all basing this on the assumption that what they're being fed by Monokuma is the truth. And still, she chose to have her memories wiped and to become a normal person. So they seem to be conveniently forgetting that fact. Anyway.
Maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong.
What do you mean?
If Kirimi survives, then the nation's future will be secure.
Then what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have.
What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up!
Also, if you're willing to kill somebody for what you believe in, then this doesn't mean you're going to stop at that. That's another thing. What?
That goes for all of you. To hell with this value of life shit! Life's not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it.
Kaito.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbours. It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own. So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even travelled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm going to die here.
The idiot's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot. But he's right.
Yep, he's an damned idiot.
I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration. Hey, shut up. I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
Maybe a stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirimi certainly looks shaken by it.
Huh? Shaken?
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirimi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up, even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
What?
But Monokuma would never allow a Blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel, so she could use that as a cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirimi? Am I close?
You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway.
Wait, what he said was true?
You tried to trick Ganta? Tried to trick everyone?
Never trust a politician.
Seriously, you backstabbing cunt! Enough. She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That's right. I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders.
Not anymore, you don't, Toots.
I would not have killed Ryoma if I so easily deterred. This reason will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation. So no matter what, I cannot die.
Where are you gonna?
That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now, I refuse to give up.
Kidding me?
You still refuse to give up, so what do you intend to do? I intend to live. I must survive no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive. I will do anything, anything to survive. She screamed and she started running.
Yeah, this ain't going well for you, darling.
Ah!
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here. There's no way I'm letting you out of here. Ah!
It was an ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run. Run. Run, Kirby. Please run. Run. Please hurry. You're kind of wasting your time here.
Hurry! Run!
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave. Please run. I will. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this. Now then, I've prepared an special punishment for Kirby Tojo, the ultimate maid. For my nation, for my people. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. I will not die.
What's it gonna be then? Hit that big old button. Game over. Kirby has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. What does it say? Notice to quit. Strand of Agony. Okay. Spider webs and thorns. Ah, she's been forced to climb a thorny. Will they chuck? Is she gonna fall? I'm assuming she's eventually gonna. Oh. Well then. That's problematic. If she's determined, I'll give her that. Again with the clothes. Why? She's going to reach the top and find there's like a big grate or something over the top of it. Oh no, it's going to snap. Oh. Oh dear. And, oh, yeah, kind of called that one. Boom. Splat. Well, that's her out the way, I guess. Monodam once again. Oh, why, Monodam? Why did you kill Monosuke?
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Monosuke, he was no different from Monokid. He was getting in the way of us getting along. We don't need him.
Don't need him.
We few remaining Monokubs must get along. No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting along. Not if he knows what is good for him.
Hey?
This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monokubs begins now. Ha 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 ha.
How dare you take that rebellious tone with me, young man? And yet, this angsty attitude of yours is just so cute. It's so cute how your little crew was shrunk by one member. Yep, shrunk. You're not getting any larger, you know. Ah, it's so unbearably cute. All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. Ah. Ugly bitch!
Who are you calling an ugly bitch?
It doesn't matter. Now's not the time for that.
Kirby.
I can't take this anymore. Even Kirill was killed so brutally. I don't want to do this anymore.
Am I gonna end up like that too?
I won't let that happen, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Ah, isn't that what Erwa said? All desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption.
It's Monokuma who is corrupt. He is the one who distributed the motive videos.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought. To have driven Kirimi that far.
What worries me is as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false. That must be why Kirimi did not want to show the videos. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it.
If that's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
That was our consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
I'd assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. But that did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions?
Huh? I'd never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kirimi said.
What Kirimi said?
Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
What she said earlier, correct?
Huh? What about it?
She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie either.
Maybe that video had the properties of a flashback light, if it made her remember.
Huh? The properties of a flashback light? Still, how could Kirimi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation just seems too important for her to just forget.
That's true.
Does that mean we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching our videos? And if that's the case, maybe it's for the best that we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Yeah, now I'm convinced. It's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other.
That's right, it's best that we not remember our motives, for everyone's sake.
Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard yet.
How rude. I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake. I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kirimi's final moments has made me change my views. She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea.
Maybe. Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do.
Oh, my voice is dying, and with that, the second class trial ended for us. A Pyrrhic victory. We still lost a friend. What is the end Kaito spoke of, and how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. Hey. Okay, when we returned from the courtroom, the area was already blanketed in darkness. For now, we should rest. To me, that seems the most rational course of action.
Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle all day.
Like you even have a brain to use.
Anyway, this killing game is over. I won't allow it to go on.
It'll be fine. As long as we listen to Wereball, we'll all be just fine. What's wrong, Gonta? Why are you staring up at the sky?
It's just, when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty. But stars here are different. Not the same one Ganta's used to.
Different? Do you mean the position of the stars?
Yeah, Ganta looking, but no can find star he remembers. But why? Were we taken somewhere far away?
Far away?
Hey, let's all head back already. I'm wiped out.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, hold on, I have to tell you guys something.
What now? Like I said, I'm wiped out.
No, it won't take that long, so just listen to what I have to say.
Well then, what is it you have to say?
Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar. But that's ridiculous. There are way worse liars than me in our group.
A liar worse than you?
I'm talking about Maki.
What? What do you mean Mackie's a liar?
Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive video because she was looking for a reason to live. But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Because Ryoma had hers.
Blackmail?
Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. So he used that to blackmail her. I bet he said something like, if you don't show me my murder video, I'll tell everyone what you really are. That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma. She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Why you? What shit are you making up now? Maki's true identity? What?
I've known Maki's true identity the whole time.
For a moment there, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast.
No, this is an interesting turn of events. But would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey Maki, what the hell is going on?
You could probably snap my neck like a twig right now. But that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows. Right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
Oh, there's a surprise. Never saw that one coming. And that's the end of chapter 2 and the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, always keep it loud, keep it heavy. And I will see you all in the next one.